Okay. Good morning to everyone. So we'll start our class. So last class we discussed about what is electrical drive, what is the definition of electrical drive, and what are the components available in the block diagram of electrical drive. So those are the things we gone through. So today we will discuss what are the types of electrical drives and how many types of electrical drives are available and how we classify the electrical drives. Then what are the advantages of electrical drives, disadvantages of electrical drives. Then if you have time, then we will discuss the next topic. So where we will go? We will go with the types of electrical drives. Types of electrical drives. So we'll go with first general classification. So I will write here like ED means electrical drives. So in this electrical drives, we'll go with first general classification. General classification. So in this general classification, there is three types of drives are available. So we will divide according to the general classification. We will divide electrical drives into three types. One is group drives. Second one is individual drives. Third one is multi-motor drives. Third one is multi-motor drives. So in this one, what is the group drives? So generally, as we discussed in drives means we have to drive a load. Suppose consider we have a loads. So consider L as a load. So this is L1 and this is L2 and this is L3. So these are the group of drives. To drive this drives, suppose we are using only one motor. We are using only one motor. So I will take motor as a M. So one motor is driving the group of drives. So group of drives it is driving. That's why we call that one as a group drives. Okay. And second one is individual drives. So same thing. Suppose we have three loads like this is L1 and L2 and L3. So for each load we have one drive. Sorry, one motor. We have individual drive. We have individual load, individual motor is available. So this is individual drive. Then coming to the multi-motor drive. Suppose we have to drive only one load. So we have to drive only one load. And you have multiple motors. So multiple motors combinedly driving one load. Then it is called as multi-motor drives. Okay. So in the general classification, three types of drives are there: group drives, individual drives, and multi-motor drives. Group drives means number of drives are available. Single motor will run all the loads. Then it is called as a group drives. Individual drive means each load will be run by the individual motors. And multi-motor drive means multiple motors will run the single load called as a multi-motor drive. Okay. So this is the general classification. How many types of motors available? How many types of electrical drives available? Now we'll go some other classifications. So according to based on supply. Based on supply. What is the supply means? We seen that in electrical drives, first thing is the source. So we are giving the That source, after that power electronic modulators, after that that motor will run by the source. So what the motor is required, which source is required. So those things are AC drives, which will use the AC supply, that motors, that means AC motors, those are the AC drives, which will use the DC supply, those are DC drives. Clear? Guys, am I audible? Clear? On Kalyan, am I audible?
Yes, sir.
Okay, okay. Then, based on running speed, based on running speed. So, generally we have a motors. What are the motors? Like synchronous motors and asynchronous motors. Like those are in AC motors. So, some motors will run at constant speed. So, those drives, constant speed drives, constant speed drives, and changeable or variable speed drives, or variable speed drives. This is according to the running speed. So next, number of motors. So what is the meaning of number of motors? Already we discussed multi-motor drives. So this is also will come on that classification. Single motor, then it will called as a single motor drive. Single motor drive. If you use a multiple motors, it is a classification is one more according to the load. According to the load. So what are the characteristics of load? What is the characteristics of load? So instead of according to the load, we will write according to the control parameter. We will write according to the control parameter. According to the control parameter. Control parameter which will be depend upon the load. So instead of the load, I am writing control parameters. So we can write stable torque load. Suppose some loads require stable torque. So stable torque load and stable speed load. Stable torque drive and stable speed drive. So these are the classifications. So what are the classifications? So electrical drives generally we classify into the three types. One, yes. And multi-motor drives. So group drives means one single motor will run the number of drives, and that one is individual drives, only one motor. One motor will run one load. So different individual, each load have individual motor. And multi-motor drive, so number of motors will be more. So multiple motors will run the single load, then it will be called as a multi-motor drive. And according to the supply, we have AC drives and also DC drives. And according to the running speed, constant speed drive and changeable or variable speed drives. According to number of motors, we have a single motor drive and multi-motor drive. According to the control parameters, stable torque drive and stable speed drive. So you people, I am giving one of the assignment. So here, how many number of drives are available? So different types of drives. So you come up with one example. Clear? So you people has to write, this is the classification of drives, and in that one, for group drives, one example. And individual drives, one example. Multi-motor drives, one example. AC drives, one of the example. DC drives, and constant speed drive, changeable variable speed drive, single motor drive, multi-motor drive, stable torque drive, and stable speed drive. So these all drives you people has to come up with one example and you have to submit to it. Clear?
Yes, sir.
Okay. So these are the types of drives. Any doubts in this one? Okay. Next, we are going with the advantages of electrical drive and also disadvantages of electrical drive. So first we'll go with the advantages of electrical drive. So what are the advantages? What are the advantages? What are the advantages? Tell me advantages. Extensive range of speed, power, and torque. So we have number of loads available. So some loads available, some speed, another load available for some high power, and some loads will available with different torque. So we have variable range of the speed, power, and torque. So already we discussed what are the number of drives. In that one, we say that stable torque loads drives also available, and high power range we will use the single phase supply, and low power range. So we already discussed it. So we have extensive range of in speed also, power also, torque also. We are getting so much of drives. And second thing, noise pollution. Sorry, not noise pollution. Noise pollution will come as a disadvantage. So we will go here eco-friendly. Eco-friendly in nature. Eco-friendly in nature. If you use diesel engines and everything, so it will produce some gases, CO2. So that is not eco-friendly. But if you use the electrical supply, that will be a eco-friendly in nature. And second thing, because this one is with the electrical, these drives will come. So we no need to refuel. We no need to refuel of the system. We no need to refuel of the system. So these drives every time we no need to refuel, and also heat-up problems will be very less. And heat-up problems will be less. And next. Okay, extensive range of speed, power, and torque, and eco-friendly in nature. Refuel of the system is not required. Actually, refuel of the system not required, and heat-up problems will be less. Electrical braking. So generally, if you use the mechanical braking, that will be the loss of power. It will produce as a heating. But electrical braking is very easy. Suppose you want to stop the drive, just you will stop the power supply, then drive will be stopped. So different types of braking methods also there that we will go through it. That time we'll discuss more about the electrical braking. So electrical braking is happening, and we are getting because of the power electronics developed. Already we discussed it, because of the power electronics developed. Various range of speeds, various range of speed drives available. Speed drives available. So these are the advantages of the electrical drive. So we are getting the extensive range of speed, power, and torque drives, and it is these drives, electrical drives, are eco-friendly in nature, and refuel of the system is not required, and heat-up problems will be less. and we are utilizing the electrical braking, which will be utilized energy by using usage of energy will be less. That means efficiency will increase, and power electronics are developed. So various range of speed drives will be available in electrical drives. Okay, then we'll go with the disadvantages. So these are the disadvantages. What is the main disadvantage in electrical drives? What is the main disadvantage in electrical drives? Anybody? What is the main disadvantage?
Power consumption is
Continuous of power supply.
Sorry?
Continuous of power supply required.
Yes, power supply. If suppose power supply is not there, drive won't work. That is the main disadvantage. If suppose in home you are keeping all the electrical drives and suddenly power supply is not there, then gone, this drive won't work. And second thing, if power breakdown happen, it is also same. Power breakdown happen, then also complete system is going to stop. And third one is noise pollution. Noise. And fourth one, prime price. Because if you want to run some motor and everything, the price, whatever price we are giving for the particular drive, the prime price, starting price, will be high. What else? So we have power supply is required, so that is one of the problem. And power breakdown problems will be even power breakdown is there, that time also electrical price won't work, and if it will give the so much of noise pollution, and the prime price is very high. Other than this, the dynamic response of these is very poor. Dynamic response is very poor. So these are the disadvantages with the electrical drives. Okay. So what are the advantages? So extensive range of speed, power, torque drives will be available, and it is eco-friendly in nature, and refuel of the system not at all required. So heat up problems will be less, and the electrical braking we are using, which will be the increase the efficiency, and power electronics developed. So power electronics converters are developed. So we are getting the various range of speed drives available. If mechanical drives, only particular speed drives only available. And disadvantages: if power supply is not there, these drives are not at all useful. A power breakdown is there, these drives will stop the complete system, and noise pollution is more because of the electrical motors available, and prime price, because we are buying the products and everything, so the prime price is high, and the dynamic response is very poor. So these things we will discuss in the previous chapters also. So these are the advantages and disadvantages. So now, where these things are applicable, where we are using these electrical drives, we are simply studying the electrical drives, but where these things are using, that we have to know. So if you know that one, then only we'll go through that one. So already I told that types of drives, each type of drives, you have to give some example. Okay. Each type of drives, you have to give some example. So now first we are going with the applications, where we can use. The main applications of electrical drives is transportation. Main application of electrical drive. Main application of electrical drive is transportation. Why we are saying that? What is the definition of electrical drive? Motion control. Motion control. So in transportation, what are the examples? Say, how many transportation examples you know? Trains. So traction we are using. Yes, somebody is saying something, please. Traction, trams, electrical vehicles. With batteries and everything. So electrical vehicles with battery. What else? Where we use in transportation? Please, people ask to say. Trolleys, some trolleys also we will see, and buses also we will see, and everywhere. So wherever the most of the use of these drives is transportation, and also in industrial, this is the first one, and another one is industrial applications. Second one is industrial applications. What are the industrial applications with electrical drives? What are the industrial applications? Fans, mills, like textile mills and everything, and pumps. So pumping systems will use water pumps in home we are using now. So pumps also will utilize as a loads. So to draw the water from the earth, that also there also will use the drives only. And what else? So many examples are there. Motors, factories. Okay. So these are the main applications. Mainly we will use for the transportation, traction, trams, trolleys, buses, electrical vehicles, and everywhere in industrials we will use the fans, mills, like textile mills, paper mills, all those mills we will use, and pumping systems. So many motors and factories also available. So these are the applications of electrical drives. These are the applications of electrical drives. So today what we discussed, before we discussed what is the definition of electrical drive and what is the black diagram, what are the components available. Then we went with the types of drives, how many types of drives available, and then we came with the advantages and disadvantages. Now we also discussed what are the main applications of these things. So after this,